Good evening. We are here at the City of London, near the Embankment. We are wondering whether tonight, we will be given the green light by the Mayor, whether or not there will be a firework display for the new year 2022. I'm joined with my colleagues here. I have with me Kausar Ahmed.
Yep. Thank you guys. Obviously I'm here now with Sabia and the team as well. So we're literally in Embankment, and you can see like the crowd here. It's just amazing. It's really crowded as well. So we're just going to wait and see what happens as well. So yeah.
We were also joined by a student from the US, Raihan. Kindly want to say something quickly?
Yeah, it's my first time in London. Obviously no lockdown this year. The place is electric. But there's also COVID concerns as well.
We literally have 3 minutes to go. We also have my colleague Manohar Clark.
Yep.
He's actually from Italy as well, but also residing in the UK. Manohar, tell us, what is it like this year compared to what we had last year?
Yeah, I was here last year. You remember, Sabina? Yes. So this year is really electric and so much crowded comparing last year. Last year we remember there's so much less people. But this year is
we were in the tier 4 actually.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it was fully locked down.
That's
but
right.
This year is no lockdown, and it's swing. There are a lot of people here. We are celebrating this 2022.
We're thinking whether the official display has been axed, but we literally have 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Kausar, tell us something.
So guys, I'm just actually kind of excited to be here, guys, and obviously meet you lot, and obviously from US as well. So I'm actually looking forward to ending the year really properly as well. So guys, we're just gonna wait for the moment of truth and see if the fireworks does go off as well.
Yeah.
Obviously everyone's waiting. So yeah.
Well, we are actually wondering whether there will be an annual display, especially after they've told us that for the second year running, they'll probably axe these displays, for safety reasons.
Of course.
Yes, of course. Yeah, all over the world we are passing for COVID, and already past 2 years, and it's a lot of time that we are passing still the COVID situation. But hopefully 2021 what we got, that is vaccine for COVID, that is the even positive things, even though it's slowly it's going, but this is the really a positive thing that we had happened. That 2021 we got the vaccine here. So now something from your
Yeah, I just quickly want to say, when I planned this trip, I thought it was going to be, the fireworks were supposed to go on, everything was good, and then, Omicron hit like a month later. Kind of just shows that this thing is constantly changing, and, we should be prepared to, kind of move with it. We all thought COVID was going to die down this year, but obviously it hasn't. So now it just becomes the question is how much longer, right? Or will we have to live with this for a lot longer than we originally thought? And that's something that concerns me as a young person. I feel like it's kind of taking away from the fun that I'm supposed to have. But obviously, very happy to be here in London, and I think only a minute to go. So happy New Year, everybody.
Thank you.
So obviously it's going to go
started officially. Happy New Year! I think we're wondering whether we can see any displays at all.
So right now, I don't know. Let's see what's happening. It looks like everyone's kind of got their own confettis here. So right now we still need to keep safe. Obviously, COVID's around still, so that's another thing.
What do you think is happening in Bangladesh, Manohar?
Yeah, I would like to say everybody in Bangladesh here and Bangladeshi people, Shubho Novoborsho, and also as well in Italy. Buon anno, felice nuovo anno per tutti.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how is it like in Bangladesh? What's the virus is like now? Is it calmed down? Or
Fortunately, the Bangladesh situation is very good than Europe, in Italy, in the UK, But Bangladesh now situation is very good. Hopefully, it will be going like this way. They are taking also the second COVID and the booster injection. Everything is going well.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think of the booster and stuff? Obviously, I know the new variant is here now. But what do you think of the getting a booster done as well? Do you think it's helping?
Yeah, I think so, because something is coming positive, of course.
Yeah, of course.
It's better than before when it was not given the vaccine, any vaccine. But now we are saying that the person that is dying, they are not taking the vaccine. But the people who's taking vaccine, they are still.
Of course, so there's always an effect in many ways.
Of course. Thank you, Sabina.
Well, I think I'd like to hear from Raihan a little bit more about as well that we have had a lot of students being impacted and affected, with their studies. Some had to do their exams from home. How was it like in the US for you?
It was actually very difficult. So I'm actually graduating university in 3 years. Most people do it in 4. And I feel like half of it kind of got robbed. And recently, actually, yesterday, I got the announcement from my school because it was considering starting online for the first 2 weeks of the semester. It just got news that we're not going to do that. We're going to go as planned in person. And it's the only school to do it in my state. Look, I'm happy to hear that news, but at the same time, I also care about safety of students and things like that in the community. I feel like I'm, in this middle place, always having to choose between two things. Like, I want to enjoy my life, but I also want people to be safe.
Yeah.
As a student, I think that's an interesting place to be.
A lot of students here have mixed emotions and feelings about these vaccinations. How do you feel, and what do you think? Some of the students in the US are feeling about this.
About vaccination specifically. I know that it's not a requirement to get vaccinated in the United States as a college student, but it's highly recommended. And if you don't get vaccinated, your life is very difficult. You have to get tested every single week, and that's a hassle. On top of all of your work, all of your studies, making time for that can be very difficult. So even though it's a choice, it may not really be a choice at the end. But overall, from my personal experience, all my friends, all the young people, very pro-vaccination.
Yes.
We want other people to get vaccinated as well.
I'm proud of this.
So basically, we've had in the UK, Kausa. If you could share some thoughts as well.
I love my people.
The students here who are less well off on free school meals. We've had Marcus Rashford, who has pleaded and appealed with the government, for free school meals for these, students while this pandemic and lockdown was happening. What are your thoughts on something like that?
In terms of getting free school meals, I think that's a brilliant idea, because the thing is, end of the day, school they're meant to be offering a lot of things anyways. As soon as pandemic hit, obviously it's put a lot of effect on a lot of people.
Sure.
So obviously at the moment right now, there's things that we can do to try and support students as well in many different ways, because at the end of the day, what we don't want is, a lot of people's lives being affected.
Hello there, what's your name?
I'm Eliza.
And where are you from?
I'm from London.
Okay, and how are you feeling, and who are you with today?
I'm with my family and I'm feeling happy and feeling like this year's going to be...
Do you feel a little bit disappointed there's no fireworks display?
Yeah, it's quite sad.
Okay, but I suppose, we're supposed to be a little bit safe.
Yeah.
But look at the crowd here. How are you feeling?
Well, it's like COVID isn't really here and they're
All right. Thank you very much and stay safe. Thank you.
So here guys, obviously we're here crowded up and there's a lot of people here as well. So I just want to quickly interview some people here that are with me. Hello, hi, what's your name?
My name's Edwin.
Edwin, nice to meet you.
Hi.
And what do you think of tonight? Was you enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Was you expecting fireworks tonight?
More fireworks than usual.
And are you disappointed that there's no firework tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So just a quick question as well for you and your family as well. I just want to ask you one thing as well. Throughout the whole year, how was it in terms of coronavirus? What's your thoughts on everything, the booster and everything and all the vaccines and stuff? Who wants to answer this one? Yeah?
Everything's different.
And what's your thoughts on coronavirus and the vaccine and with the fireworks today? Are you also disappointed as well?
Everything's uncertain because we don't have a clear direction from the government.
That's true. So you heard it from them. There's no clear direction, guys, and obviously a lot of people are disappointed. Obviously, you can see a lot of people are here waiting to see the fireworks, but there's nothing. It's not like the same as any other year. So just one more person as well, and just like to ask for your name as well.
My name is Kira.
Nice to meet you, Kira. And are you also disappointed there's no fireworks?
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
Is it? So that's your sister, yeah? So out of 1 to 10, what's your thoughts about coronavirus? Do you think the safety of our people here right now? What would you rate it as in terms of safety out of 1 to 10? Do you think it's worse, or do you think it's calming down?
It's worse.
It's worse, yeah. Okay, so you heard it, guys. Everything's just getting worse, and we also need to care about people's safety as well.
So we have a lot of people disappointed. How are you feeling today, and what were you expecting?
No, we came out with the kids because it was an anticlimax, to be honest, because we were hoping there'd be fireworks. They've closed off all the main areas for people to congregate, so obviously we're in the streets. But there was a few fireworks which I thought were done privately, not the main ones. And that's it, everyone's starting to disperse, and it's just really
Disappointment.
Very much so.
Yeah.
These fireworks are broadcasted all around the world. And you get all the other different countries and the cities, but London is really, really embarrassing. I mean, I know we're in a pandemic, but still, it's not.
What about? Is that your daughter?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you feel about tonight? Well, your smile has lit up tonight.
Yes.
We can't say much about the display. Maybe next year.
Next year.
Yeah? Thank you very much.
Everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year as well. Thank you.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, first of all.
Happy New
You guys expecting fireworks here tonight?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, we
Expecting fireworks. So now you can see a lot. Everyone's disappointed, isn't it? So right now.
Very disappointed.
Yeah, of course. How far did you guys travel from?
India.
Very
India.
far, very
But
far.
what about the UK? You guys, I'm sure you resided in the UK.
Yes.
So where did you travel from?
From
You
Ireland.
came all the way from Bradford?
Reading.
Reading, Bradford and Bradford, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys traveled,
Bath.
so you guys travelled quite far to see this. So there are no fireworks.
It's disappointing.
Of course it is. So obviously, what's your plans tonight?
Next
Yeah.
time will be, of course.
Of course, there's always going to be a next time. Obviously, when the coronavirus goes down, maybe.
Go to a bar where there's free entry and we could enjoy.
Well, I'm sure you would enjoy yourself one way or another. So yeah, definitely, guys, and have a good evening. Yeah, have a good night.
Happy New Year,
guys. Happy New Year. Thank you.
Hi guys.
Hi, how are you
How are
doing?
you? I mean, we thought that there would be fireworks.
So did I.
But yet, when it was cancelled,
When were they
we've had a big turnout.
When were they cancelled?
There was but it seems like they're just the private.
I think it's just private ones.
Yeah.
I agree. They said they were going to be cancelled. Then they said,
you want, baby, I got it. What you need to know that. Come on, guys.
I agree. They said they were going to be cancelled. They said they were going to be back on, and yet here we are. There's no fireworks. What's the point?
Been a firework, to be
There's been,
fair,
like, exactly.
which is only more sad to only have the one because
would
it
be
points
better
out
to
what
have
you're
none.
So
missing.
what has brought you all come together? Regardless, it's cancelled.
Because, 2021. Fuck that shit. Let's move on to something better. Merry Christmas. Happy
Bring
New Year.
it on. We are ready. 2022.
Bring it on. Amen. Amen. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you. Have a great 2022.
You too, stay safe.
Thank you. Stay safe. We have a lovely couple here. How has tonight been for you both?
Yeah, it's been great. Even though fireworks were off, really good night. It's been great. Yeah.
What brought you here tonight?
Well, we came anyway without the fireworks, just for New Year, and overall it's been a great experience.
Well, your accent tells me you're not from London, so may I ask?
No, we're from North. We're from Teesside.
Oh, well, welcome to lovely London. Enjoy the weather.
Thank you.
And hopefully next year.
Yes, well, Happy New Year.
hopefully.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
What a year it has been. 2021.
Wow.
Kausar, please tell us.
Do you know what? 2021 is. Do you know what? I found it more easier than 2020. So obviously, 2020 is when everything started to kick in as well. So I found it a bit more easier during 2021 because I knew we knew what to expect as well.
Well, last year we were in tier 4. I mean, this year we're not. So because the fireworks were cancelled, it was a disappointment, but it did not stop this gathering.
The gathering did not stop. Obviously, a lot of people, they just kind of missed it. Obviously, when the restrictions, everything happened, obviously a lot of people were missing the loved ones and everything as well. They were just locked away. It's like, I wouldn't use the word,
2021 was dominated by COVID.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've had many who have lost their lives, lost their loved ones, and we are in a situation where we are still uncertain whether, this virus will calm down, whether there'll be normality, whether we will actually see the end of. I mean, we're hearing the Omicron variant.
Yeah.
What's that about?
I would say in order to kind of slow down the virus, if actually the public was to actually listen to what the government is saying, or use their own initiative to kind of not be selfish but stay away from people. If you know that you got a positive, try and self-isolate anyways, regardless what the government says anyways. If you want to kind of calm down the virus, obviously try and stay away from other people from catching it. Obviously with the new variant that came out, obviously that's another issue as well. Another people should also take that on board as well and acknowledge the fact that
Raihan, share us some thoughts about US as well, and Manowar as well.
What I would say is, very similar to what you said. I feel like 2020 kind of just hit us and we didn't know what to do. But I think 2020 has been a good year in that we learned from 2020. We got better, we adapted. and that does give me some hope. You know, as we go into 2022, obviously, like this COVID thing, it's not going away anytime soon. And so, if we've learned something from 2020, it's that we will adapt, we will get better, and you know, we will learn how to live while trying to be safe. And I think that's the biggest takeaway of all, for me anyway. What about you?
Yeah, I would like to talk about 221, about even for Bangladesh, that we had celebrate for 50 years, you know, independence of Bangladesh. That was a very good, important issue, was that 2021 was passed for Bangladesh 50th century, you know, the independence. Also for in the world, we can see that Joe Biden, that elected as a US president. We know that about Trump was not very good president from my view, and there was a even important issue that Joe Biden was elected about that. The worst thing even happened about Afghanistan, that you know, the Afghanistan, they lost their president, and the Taliban, they took their country. That is very, very sad thing, and we hope in 2022 will be better in all over the world. And this is my last and first hope, you know. Thank you.
Just a quick one, just taking off topic. So I just want to quickly get into the education side of everything as well. Obviously, you said you're from the US, isn't it? So how's the education side in the US at the moment? Because just before I continue, obviously I'm a founder of an educational recruitment company. So obviously what we do is we try to you know, recruit and enroll as many students from around the world into institutions in the UK as well. So tell me a bit more about the, you know, the US universities. How's the education down there as well?
Yeah, so I'll talk quickly about how it's been in university. So some classes for me have been online and some have been in person. And personally, and I think a lot of my colleagues would agree with me when I say that it's much easier and much more effective when, you know, classes are taught in person. And also we pay a lot in tuition, and you know, part of that is to get that in-person experience. And so when we're still paying that same amount of tuition and getting these Zoom or, you know, Microsoft Teams kind of classroom experience, it's harder to learn, but you know, we're still paying the same price. So you know, that's something we don't like. And I know that, you know, lower levels, high school, middle school, elementary school, so primary and secondary levels, you know, it's similar. I have a brother who's going to high school right now, and you know, all of their extracurricular activities, sports clubs, activities like that, have gotten canceled for the next 2 weeks. And you know, that kind of affects, I feel like, you know, the education is not just not about learning, it's also about experience all those other things. So I feel like it is kind of taking it away. Of course. And we need to like be careful with that.
And obviously another thing is about the experience of like learning in the actual institution as well. That has been taken away from a lot of people, hasn't it? So obviously a lot of people are paying a lot of money for a course that they're going to have to stay at home and do. So obviously that's changed a lot of things as well for a lot of students as well. So obviously as long as the education system is now getting better during you know, the COVID situation, obviously slowly you know, a lot of students are now going back into their classes as well, so which is a good thing as well. And another question for yourself as well, if you just pass the mic to you. So in Bangladesh, I can see that a lot of students are now trying to come to the UK to get educated as well. So what's your knowledge in terms of the education side?
You know, the Bangladesh situation about education during the COVID, it was really, really bad, because we can see in USA, in UK, in Italy, all over the world, the education system, even though COVID, but they still was open even through website, through, you know, internet. But in Bangladesh, it was totally closed. It was school, university, college was it was shut out. So it was really hard for Bangladesh that, and we didn't even understand why they closed everything, the total education system. But hopefully now it's going better, and we think that will be going better even 2022. Thanks.
Amazing.
Well, 2021 has had different countries with so much difficulties. For example, the Rohingya, the Uyghurs, the Palestinian people, the Afghanistan people. You know, if we can touch a bit of base on how they have dealt with such a difficult situation. What are your thoughts?
My thought, obviously, is hard times. Everyone's going through hard times as well. And obviously, hearing about, you know, like the war situation and all these other things as well. Obviously, it's a bit heart touching, like in a way, like it breaks a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? So
we've had other positive things. I mean, the late Sir Tom Moore, who has raised money just by walking for the NHS. Again, then that was inspired by Dabi Chacha, who is over 100 years of age, walking while fasting, raising money for the less. Around the globe. What are your thoughts? They're very positive
it's just
things,
motivation, because I'm a type of person who loves walking. That's kind of part of my hobby. And someone like him, it motivates you to do more in life as well. And raising money, that he kind of proved the fact that anything is possible in life. So you should never
also
hold
not
yourself
forgetting
back.
the climate change. I mean, just feel the weather tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, what's going on?
The weather's amazing. The last time I looked at it was 13 degrees. So you know what? Like I've got so many layers on today, but I kind of regret it. So I should just wear a shirt today. You know.
Well, we're hoping that the government. I mean, it has been a roller coaster, as we've all witnessed. That hopefully we'll get better leaders. Hopefully we will get some better, ideas of how to vote for the better leaders.
Of course.
And see a better 2022.
Exactly. And 2022, obviously, there's a lot to look forward to. Obviously, a lot of opportunities. Never give up on your dreams, and just keep going.
I think one thing I feel we have learned from this is when we collaborate, when we get people together, we are stronger, and we are actually achieving something better. Whether it's health, wealth, mental, education. I believe we all agree on that together collectively.
Everything.
Yeah?
Everything.
All right. So it's thank you from us here from the Millennium Bridge and Embankment. If you want to say something there from US?
Yeah, I just want to say, being in London has been amazing. Even though no fireworks, kind of disappointing, I still love it here. First time, definitely visit again. And I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone.
Yeah, I would like to say the same to me. Happy New Year, everybody. শুভ নববর্ষ ইংরেজি সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ থ্যাংক ইউ
And just a quick one, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone. Obviously, no fireworks, but everyone stick together. Obviously, just keep going in life 2022.
Stay safe, that's the main thing. Stay safe. Thank you very much.